What is up, fellas? Welcome back to another developer's vlog of Snally's Mobs. It's been a hot minute, I know, I do apologize, but hey, I have a good bit of time now to actually work on it, and I'll showcase the progress that we have. So, as you see in my hotbar, I got some couple of different items. Well, some different. One item isn't too different, but I'm showcasing what this next update will feature, and then the next Snally's developer vlog will have the actual update ready. And just letting y'all know, this is the last major update for the beta until we go on to the official release. So stay tuned for that. So first things first is that I'm going to showcase this. Now, this is a note from Professor Skylark, which is just a random character I made up, I'm going to be honest. But this is also the achievement that you'll get when you spawn into your world. Introduction, welcome to Snally's Mobs. And it's just a note just letting you know about this guy named Professor Skylark, just pretty much saying like, hey, I am a professor that has been taking research and studying all the new creatures that have been around this world, so you will, understand what to do, how to tame them, or what they can do. So that's that. And before we go on to the Mothman, which is the next creature that's being currently worked on, let's showcase the other major thing, and that is sealed books and a book key. Now, currently, I have it said that you can only get these two items from trading with a librarian, but I believe I'm going to make another option how you could obtain these, so, just another way to get them. But pretty much what you're going to do, which we're going to make sure we're in survival, because it might be a little bit weird in creative. So whenever you have a sealed book, there's a megalodon over there. What you gotta do is you just right click the book. Actually, I might change it. Yeah, I realize I did a little silly. So what you'll do is supposedly right click with the book, but I have it set to the key. So we'll change that later on. As this is just a little test version of what is to offer. You right click, and that sealed book specifically has the creature diary for the Highland Cow. And now that you have this book, it will tell you the description, the wild of what the Highland Cow will do, and also the tamed version of how you would tame it, and also goes through all of the abilities pretty much. So yeah, it's a really simple little thing, just so if you're curious of what any of these creatures can do, that's how you do that. So yeah, that's how that is. So let's just go back to creative, because we'll showcase the Mothman a little bit. Now, I do not have any abilities and stuff implemented just yet. What I do have is just the Mothman model and a temporary texture. It's not fully done at all. It still needs a lot more detail working on. So yeah, so this is what the Mothman will kind of look like. Keyword kind of. You can see like one wing is a little bit more texture to the other. I'm still figuring out what patterns and stuff, and we also have like some pixels here that I didn't clean up. But yeah, that's the Mothman, and there's also the baby model that's between that one legs right there. But yeah, this will be the next creature and the first flying creature that you can tame in this mod. So temporarily you can tame these guys with the fermented spider. I might have a slightly uniquer taming method with these guys. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing, but we'll just right click him, shift right click, and then boom, he is our best friend, and you can ride on the Mothman. Looks a little bit goofy because you're like on his shoulders and pretty much, but yeah. Now, the only thing we have, or I have going on is, well, you can make him fly. So how you do that is how you kind of do with the Megalodon, how you go up. So you press space, and then, he has the flying animation going on, which I'm trying to figure out to keep it looping. It's still a little buggy with that, but yeah. Now, you may notice in the middle of my little screen there, there's a little bar, and it just went down. So what this actually is stamina. So I decided to add a stamina feature that will be only exclusive to all of my flying mobs or future flying mobs going forward. Now, why would I do that, or what's the reason why? The main reason is because, one, it's a little bit easier to have this as a feature to program entirely, at least for me. But also, I kind of want to have it where flying creatures are not the only creature you can use when it comes to exploring. Because don't get me wrong, it is definitely easy, as you can tell, that right now I'm using Mothman, and I'm flying a bit. I'm covering quite a bit of ground. I want there to be a good mix of using both a flying creature and also a land-based creature for traveling, because it'll be just kind of boring if just use entirely flying creatures. And then after Mothman's stamina will go deplenish, he will immediately fall to the ground, and there will be a cooldown where you have to wait for a little bit for your flying creatures to regain its stamina, and then you can fly again. So that's kind of why I wanted to add that. So it just adds that feature, and if you don't want to deal with this kind of thing, you can just tame a land creature that is super fast. I just wanted to add that just because, well, any mod that has a flying creature, I don't think they really do stamina thing like that at all, to be honest. At least none that I have encountered that often. And I think this would just be a good way to have a mix of wanting to either use a flying creature for major exploration or maybe have a smaller, land-based creature. Now we're about to run out of stamina, as you can see. As soon as we get it, boom, we're back on the ground. I don't think I shouldn't be able to. Okay, I haven't implemented the cooldown thing for him yet, apparently. But yeah, also if you want to know how to go up and down, depends on where you look. So if you want to go a little further up, look up. If you want to go back down to the ground, look down. And if you do have Mothman, will just keep flying. So if you just get off, yeah, he's just gonna maybe fly. I don't know why he's not flying. Mothman, why are you not flying? I don't know. It's a little weird. But yeah, so that's that pretty much. So that's main reason why I want to do that. Mothman does have a couple more definitely has abilities being worked on right now. He will be a supportive creature, by the way, if you aren't aware. I mean, due to the fact that I have not done these developer vlogs back to back, or they're really far in between, I don't remember what I said from the previous one. But yeah, this will be a supportive creature to have, mainly to help aid your tames and also be able to potentially be a good creature just to have for combat situations. But we'll see. We'll see. There's still some things we have to figure out. If it doesn't work, then we'll have to change a little bit of his concept. But yeah. So yeah, that is all I have to show so far for Snally mobs, and I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, hit that like button to the channel, hitting the subscribe button will always be appreciated. And well, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, and have a good one.